To really experience this game, spend some time creating the perfect atmosphere. Turn the lights down and the volume up, and welcome to the other side.
If you're not ready to party and in the mood to have fun,
playing checkers!
Make sure everyone can see the game board and see and hear the TV. You are traveling through a new dimension, a warp in chicks and babes. You are about to enter Wayne's World.
Soon, with a roll of the die, you will begin the adventure of a lifetime. Let the magic of Color Scan take you through the first of a series of daunting doorways. Pass bravely through, for behind each door is a fabulous prize of treasure. Thrill to a celebrity-studded selection of Hollywood's golden moments as you ransom, bid, and bribe your way to possession of precious metals, sparkling jewelry, rare works of art, and deeds to lavish and extravagant properties. Beware, however, the always present danger of having to pay the penalty for wealth and success. What you win, you can also lose. Before you prepare to undertake the ultimate adventure, check with the enclosed instructions and make sure you know the rules of the game. Now, may good fortune attend you as you enter the doorways to adventure.
Welcome to the video Grin and Bear It Laughter Show. Your host for tonight's performance is Mr. Rubbery himself, Hysterical Eddie. But before you meet him, here are some important points to remember.
You are about to play Commercial Crazies, the positively, absolutely wacky ad game. I'm here to explain the rules and help you along. So go get a pencil and take notes. Do you have the pencil? Oh, well, you won't really need a pencil. We wrote everything down for you in the rules that come with the game, so all you have to do now is listen.
Congratulations. You've just purchased Power, the most innovative game of the 20th century, combining skills and tactics in a global battle setting. If you'll take the next 10 minutes and review this tutorial, you'll increase your enjoyment of the game significantly. And more importantly, you'll start out with a decided power edge over your opponents. And after all, isn't power what it's all about? Let's get started.
It's not the kind of game you play all the time, so I thought I'd let you in on the lay of the land. You know, the procedures, the plan, the rules. So listen up, and listen good. Your mission is to travel to the informant cities collecting clues. Once you have all 7, you'll know the secret location. Get there first and answer 3 questions, and you'll be the winner. Now here's what you need to get into the game.
Have you read the game instructions? Is your game board set up? Good.
Hello again, and welcome to Parker Brothers' VCR clue game, Murder in Disguise. The object of the game is to discover who are the murderers and victims, the room in which each murder took place, and which weapon was used. Let's start with an introductory game. The detective fact sheet will help you keep track of what you learned. So, everybody, take one now. I said everybody.
The TV is on. This is the all-new video board game for children who just want to have fun. The tape is playing, so let's get ready. The TV is on. Rat's inside. The game is set up, the pieces are ready. The stage is set for the new King of Rap. Who are we waiting for? Rat. The TV is on. Rat rules Rat, and he's ready to play the first of his games. If you're ready, get steady, cause this is Rodent Rock. R-O-C-K Rock. Rodent Rock.
Shut up. and listen up.
The game begins with everybody taking it in turns to roll both dice to determine who will become the chosen one. Whoever rolls the highest wins.
And now, Predicaments, the VCR game. Hosted by the lovely Miss Joan Rivers. With Larry Anderson as Slate, Sharon Barr as Feticia, Gordon Jump as George, Lew Leonard as Aggie, Christy Summers as Cinnabar, and Artie Johnson as Alexander the Butler. Now, have fun.
Well, howdy. My name is Farmer Bing. Welcome to my cherry farm. Today we'll be playing an easy cherry-picking game called Hi-Ho Cherry-O. Let's get our picking gear and head on out to the orchard.
Yo, I'm the mouth that's been given the job of explaining this game to you dweebs. Tune in. Anyway, have you read the rules? If not, put the VCR on pause, because once you start the tape, the game cannot be stopped.
Oh, hi. My name is Rich Little. Well, I'm so many people, you know.
Hi, I'm Don Johnson. Only kiddie. Before you start adjusting your television, I just wanted to see if you were paying attention, okay? Like the dress? You want to hear Lucky? I found it on a chair right next to my husband's bed. And it came with its own hat and gloves and little garter belt. Isn't that lucky? Now, if you're like me, every time you play Predicaments, you want something to nibble on. And if you don't want to ruin that gorgeous manicure, I suggest something light, something nutritious, something elegant.
Ready? Your videotape player did not jump into fast forward by mistake. There is nothing wrong with your machine, so don't touch it and pay attention. My name is John Machida Jr., and I'm the world's fastest talker. My friends call me Mighty Mouth, but you could call me Lucid Lips. Mattel has asked me to explain the rules of the game to you as quickly as possible so you can get right into having fun and a great time without delay. And if you do have fun and laugh a lot and enjoy commercial crazies, please tell your friends, your neighbors, Uncle Harry, Aunt Sophie, tell Barbie, tell Ken, your mailman, your doctor, lawyer, garbage man, psychiatrist, tell Art, Tom, Judy, Jill, right to your congressman, your senator, right to the president of the United States. The great thing is, you can play commercial crazies with anyone. Play it with your parents, play it with your kids. If you have no kids, play it with your dog. If you don't have a dog, you really should buy one. Everybody should have a dog. Dogs are great pets. They love to watch television, especially the crazy commercials about burgers. My dog Millens, his nickname is Sonny. Sonny loves the burger commercials. Arf, I hope you're watching, Sonny. Roll over, sit up, give me your paw, stop the tape, go buy a dog, and then come back and play.
Hi, we're the Candyland kids. Welcome to Candyland. Today, we're going to share some adventures with all your favorite Candyland friends.
Hey, how's it going?
Did you hear about the Keller Twins party tonight?
Yeah, the whole class is invited. It's going to be a totally killer party.
We're all going and, well, I was kind of hoping that...
Then you could make it. I think we'd have a blast.
What's that? Your mom's having people over for dinner tonight, and you got a whole load of chores to do? What a bummer.
Yeah, that's too bad. Hey, but look, maybe we can help out.
Yeah, because, well, I'm really hoping I'll see you there.
Oh, greetings. Welcome to 221B Baker Street, the address of the world's most famous detective, Sherlock Holmes. That's him over there with the pipe. I'm Dr. John Watson, Holmes' dedicated colleague. The video cassette you're watching contains 10 of our most exciting adventures, devised especially for this game. First, you need a writing instrument. If you don't have a pen or pencil, stop the tape and get one.
In a few minutes, we're going to play charades, and you'll be playing against our TV team panel here. I'd like you to meet them. First of all, this is Susie. Then we have Jim and Jillian. And they'll be playing against you at home. Now, let me give you an idea how this whole thing works.
The object of the game is to capture each of your opponent's flags. You'll do that by amassing superior armed forces and eventually invading their headquarters where the flag is located. Only a foot soldier or regiment can actually capture a flag. While you may invade the opponent's headquarters with superior force, unless and until the invading party has at least one lowly grunt, the flag remains standing.
Rap Rat is a board game that you play with a video.
To win the game, you must collect all 8 pieces of your chosen color puzzle and fit them together in your puzzle frame. But hurry, because you must do this before Rap Rat eats all of the cheese on the TV screen. The first thing you must do is open the playing board in front of the TV so that everyone can see the screen.
Once you have placed your skull in the ring, take the slab marked with your number. This slab is used to hold your character card and any keystones you collect.
The movie's in the board, but you also need an agent, 5 territory markers, 6 naval mines, and 3 roadblocks, a big chunk of change, interrogation cards, 14 code cards, 7 classified code envelopes, case file sheets, location decoder, spy scopes, sabotage kits, and of course 2 Spy Quest dice. Now you're ready to set up the game.
By now, you should have your bullets, your gold, and 2 Wild West tokens each. Hang on to those tokens. Take a bucket and put it in front of you. Now, open up the cherry tree card. You'll see 5 cherry trees and some of the animals that live on my farm. Turn over all the cherries green side up and mix them, like this. No peeking now to see what's on the other side of the cherries. There are a lot of animals on my farm.
Before play can begin, you will need to select 6 props from various rooms in the house, i.e. the vacuum cleaner, a broom, a pillow, maybe a toy, one of the chairs, and perhaps a piece of fruit. Note, these are only guidelines. So, don't just sit there. Pause the tape while you collect 6 props.
Then everybody should choose a different color cheese playing piece and take the puzzle frame that is the same color. You will then be collecting your chosen color puzzle pieces in the game.
The chosen one is a creature of destiny, for it alone gets to choose the shape of things to come by assembling the provinces. The 6 sections of the game board lock together around the central hub. Each one fits over a raised tab, which forms one square of the track.
Okay, so here's what you should do to make sure you can go to the party tonight. First, pick your favorite color pawn and put it on the board space that matches. Then, everyone's got to pick up 2 chore cards, major bummer, and 2 note cards.
Chore cards are bogus, but note cards are cool.
Now, the chore cards are the things you have to do before your mom will let you come to the party tonight. So you definitely want to get rid of them.
Right, you're back. Now line the props up and label them 1 to 6. The numbers will correspond to the numbers on the dice. Next, locate the dice and deal out 6 tokens to each player.
Okay. First off, let's ignore the section on the left that says players. That's my favorite part of the game, but we'll save that till later. We're going to play game 1, so let's look it up in the case book. It says here we have 3 murders. That's 3 victims, 3 different murderers, 3 rooms, and 3 weapons. That means to win the game, you must complete the first 3 lines of this accusation. And to do that, you need clues.
You must have read the rules because the tape's running again. Thanks. That means I get paid. Listen up. I'm going to play the special sound effect that corresponds to each playing piece. Each time you hear your special sound, you must take a party on card, read it aloud, and do what it says. Pretty neat, huh?
Then you know that there are 3 sets of action cards, building cards, Demona Wild cards, and Elisa badge cards. When you land on an action card space, take that card and do what it says. Also, when you land on a subway tunnel, follow the tunnel all the way to the other side. Sometimes you'll shoot forward, sometimes you'll shoot back.
Each player must then write their greatest fear on a slip of paper, roll it up, and give it to the chosen one to place in the Well of Fears, the cup which fits inside the central hub. When all the fears have been collected, the lid is snapped shut and the well inserted in the hub.
So when you give a line, deliver it with gusto. Just go Hollywood. Say it the way Sylvester Stallone would say it. Take off your shirt, even if you're a man.
The player with the guitar must listen for this. The player with the Wayne's World hat must listen for this.
Swing, 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 swing.
Grab hold of the code cards. Arrange them so the numbers face up and the keys face down. Without looking at the key side, choose 7 code cards numbered 1 through 7. Then put 1 card into each envelope. Make sure the colored keyholes show through the windows on the back. Now they can go into the banking console.
Are you ready to play a color game? That means all your cards on the board should have the color side up. Like this.
That is where all the garbage goes, eh? And whatever you're afraid of is probably rubbish.
The chosen one then inserts the game tape and presses play.
There are 3 decks of clue cards and 10 suspect picture cards. For this game, we'll use the blue clue cards only. Put all the other cards away. I'll explain them later. Now, deal out 3 cards to each player. Stop the tape until you finish dealing.
Players have up to 3 minutes to write down a maximum of 5 moves per round. When the timer is turned over, all 4 players write down their moves by designating which piece they want to move, which grid or position on the board it will be moved from, and which grid it will be moved to.
Next, players get a bag of play pieces, a case file sheet, and a pencil. Then fork over the dinero. All players should be given $10,000 from the bank.
For example, if you're green, you have to collect the green puzzle pieces in the green frame. At the beginning of the game, empty the puzzle frames and pile the puzzle pieces in the middle of the playing board. Keep your puzzle frame and put your special Rap Rat puzzle piece to one side. You can only place this piece in the frame once you've collected all your other 8 puzzle pieces. Now place your cheese playing piece on your own coloured area on the corner of the board. If everyone knows how to play, you can use the fast forward button on your video to find the beginning of each game.
If you're ready, let's meet my friends. That was Ricky Rooster. And now let's meet Dusty Donkey. Put cherries on their tree, like this.
Now that you've got the acting technique under your belt, I would like to explain the game to you in 3 little words. Read the directions.
So find somebody that can read. No easy feat from the looks of this crowd. And read the rules now. Complete the checklist in the rules. There could be a quiz.
He is only going to give you 16 minutes to play, and he likes to play rough. He's the gatekeeper. Atmosphere is a race against time, and the gatekeeper. He rules this game. To beat him, you will have to collect all 6 different colored keystones and then return home to face your worst fear. But it gets worse.
If you land on a friend's color space, you can give her one of your chore cards. And if you land on your own color space, you can get rid of 2 chore cards. Pretty cool, huh?
Hey, wait. You forgot about note cards.
Hold on, I was getting to that.
Even if all the other defenses are captured. The power board is divided into 4 countries, surrounded by sea lanes, and dotted with 5 islands. Each area of the board, water or land, is also divided into numbered grids. The 4 corners of the board are home to 4 separate headquarters where you'll house your armies, and each headquarters has a reserve space where reserve troops will wait to be called upon. The game is played by 2, 3, or 4 opponents and has a 2-hour maximum time limit. A 3-minute sand timer provided with each game times each round.
And most important, when lightning strikes, stop playing and watch the screen for instructions.
How to play. When Hysterical Eddie appears, the 1-hour program begins. You must pay attention at all times, acting on orders immediately. Once the show has begun, the tape must never be paused, stopped, or rewound. If you miss a challenge for whatever reason, the 15-second slot continues unaccompanied. Afterwards, the judge for that game removes a token from the offending player. The object of the game is to survive the hour by trying to keep a straight-faced whilst 15-second challenges are in progress. Hysterical Eddie will start a game by firstly summoning up a player to the floor. That player then rolls the dice to elect a prop.
The provinces can be assembled in any order.
Makes for a pretty pattern, doesn't it, maggots?
No matter what.
There's 2 kinds of tokens.
2 each? Now, when you hear the word draw, or when you see a square with a color or number matching one of you or your opponent's cards, the first one of you to say bang wins the challenge player's token and the amount of their bid in gold.
What's going on?
Now, the other big thing is, I want you to be nice and polite if anybody calls on the phone or comes to the door. If you have the die in front of you and you hear the sound, that means somebody wants to talk to you. So when you hear that sound and it's your turn, say hello, pay attention, and follow the instructions you hear. Okay? Here, let's give it a try. Ready? Go ahead, say hello. That's good.
The instant you roll a 6, request an opponent to remove the well, shake out a fear, and read it out loud. If it is not your fear, say not and press stop on the VCR, stopping the clock and beating the gatekeeper.
Your suspect card is your secret personal identity. As you watch the action, pay special attention to your suspect. The others will try to learn who you are by interrogating you, asking you a yes or no question. Your fact sheet will help you keep track of this information, so write your name here next to your suspect, and write the names of the other players in these columns to the left.
Well, that's it. I'm sure you got it all. Stop the tape, set up the game, and have one heck of a good time.
Don't worry if you can't remember everything. You'll get a chance to see the scene again.
Tip 10 should be employed whenever the urge arises. Ask to inspect an opponent's command pad occasionally to ensure that all moves are being properly listed. We're not suggesting anyone would cheat, but power does have a tendency to corrupt.
Well, now I hope you have an idea of what to expect. And this might be a good place, by the way, to stop the tape here and read your instruction book. So as John Houseman might say, we'll be right back and play charades the old-fashioned way, with our brain.
Oh, well, I see you're still here. Jolly good. I say, Holmes, it's time.
Splendid, Watson. The game is afoot.
And now, if you'll excuse me, I have killers to catch. And so do you.
My name is Xanatos, and in 20 minutes I'll destroy the gargoyles unless you, the players, can stop me. But you'll have to be quick, because if you don't get to the end of the game in 20 minutes, I will lead my Steel clan into action, and then Goliath and the gargoyles will have no choice but to surrender. Nothing can stop me now.
So there you have it. The game's in your hands. Remember, spy well, move quickly, and most of all, have fun.
Well, the animals seem to be getting a bit restless, so let's start our game.
Now, when I say so, you press the pause button on your machine, okay? Now it's time to deal the 8 cards to each player and bid your hand. Then you start the machine up again. By the way, for the first round, it's been slowed down a little to let the novices practice. Now, good luck and no cheating. You hear that, Edgar? No cheating! No cheating in the game, and no cheating with that little trampy stewardess! I know what you're doing! I know what you're doing!
Here's Eddie! Right. Which one of you bastards smiled? Was it you? Or was it you? 'Cause I don't like anyone or anything looking happy.
I am now captain of this ship. You will address me with respect when I speak. You must stop immediately and look at me. When I speak directly to you, you must touch your communicator and answer me. Yes, Captain Karrak. If you do not respond in exactly this manner, you will experience my wrath. Do you understand? Answer! Let the game